All right, guys, CT Crapstastic here. First things first, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Super glad to have you along here. If this is your first time, I'm CT. We like to test other people's strategies. The acronym for that I've come up with is TOPS, Testing Other People's Strategies. And that's what we're going to do today. Usually it comes from one of my subscribers. And to be honest with you, I don't know if this gentleman is a subscriber of mine as well, but I found the strategy over on Wager Me This, Jacob's channel, fantastic channel. I'm going to put a link to it here at the top, as well as maybe down in the description box below. Jacob, about, I don't know, a couple months ago, put out a strategy from a gentleman, I guess it's a gentleman, Chicken Slim put out a strategy, and Jacob just called it a don't pass strategy. I'm calling it laying claim to profit, and I'll throw my own little twist into it as well. But before we get started, I gotta tell you, I'm super excited about something. In order to accomplish some of the things that I want to accomplish with this channel, which includes I'd like to start doing monthly giveaways with some cool craps related stuff. In order to do that, I thought that the best way to raise some funds, if you will, is to offer some merch. And I've got some kind of cool. I made a couple of different T-shirts and a couple of different coffee mugs. I'll put a link to them here in the box below, as well as show you kind of what these look like here. I hope that you like them. They're intended to be a little tongue-in-cheek, a little fun, especially more this one than the others. But if you like them, you can just go to the link below. It's a Teespring link, and you can purchase those items for merchandise. And if you do, drop me a note, say that you did. I would be so grateful. And then I will use the profits off of those sales to purchase some of the cool things that I would like to offer on a monthly basis. I want this channel to be known for not just great craps videos, but also a big heart. I want to give back to the community that has been so encouraging to me. All right, with that being the case, let's go ahead and get into this strategy that's called, I'm calling it Chicken Slim's Laying Claim to Profit. And really what this is all about is it's very, very simple strategy. You establish a point and then you lay that point. You don't lay the 6 or the 8. If the point is the 6 or the 8, you don't lay that, but you'll roll again. And then if you find that you roll a 4, 5, 9, or 10, then you'll establish a lay bet on each of those. And it's just that simple. You put it down there. If you lose, and maybe you laid the 5 and you hit the 5, and so you lose that bet, there is a martingale effect to that. We're going to go ahead and increase the bet there. Same thing for the 4, the 9, and the 10. We're not going to bet multiples, although I will share a variation with you. If after 6 rolls, if we don't roll a 7 yet, then I am going to suggest that we either increase the lay bet, or in the case of a 4 or a 10, we lay the sister. And I'll address that as we play that. All right, so let's get right to it. I've got a $1,000 bankroll because that's what Jacob played it over at Wager Me This. I don't know if we'll ever touch into this money here, but we're going to see how it goes. And the first thing that's necessary is that we establish a point. So here we go, coming up. And there's the point. It is a 9. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and lay that point. And for the 9, I'm going to go ahead and lay 30. When we lay 30, it's going to pay us 20. There we go. All right, and now we just roll it out. We're not obviously not playing the don't pass the pass line. We're not playing any of the other bets around the table. Simply a lay strategy, but let's see how we do. All right, dice out. And just like that, we lost that 9. All right, so there's that. And in that situation, put that here. In the situation that we find ourselves in now, we go ahead and bet $75 on that lay. That 75 is going to pay us 50. Of course, we pay the vig with that, but we're not even going to wait for the point to be established at this point. We're going to go ahead and right back on that and make that $75 lay bet active. It's on. Oh, it's a lay bet. So here we go. And there's a number right there, 6. That's going to be our new point. Okay. And we're sticking with the 9 at $75. That's as high as the martingale goes. There's a 7 out, just like that. All right. So we're not going to keep, betting and betting and betting. Maybe that's what this was designed to do, was continually bet higher. I'm not going to do it. I'll increase once and play it out as the way that goes. That $75 is going to pay us $25 or $50, I should say. There you go. 2 for 3, and we bring it all down. Okay. There we go. I think I actually have room for one more. I do. All right. Now we establish the new point. Okay, so we're coming out, and almost dice off the table. That is an acey-deucey. That's not going to help us with a point. Coming out. And there's a come out 7. Not going to hurt. And there's a heart 8. That's going to be our new point. All right. With that, we're not going to lay these here, so we're going to keep rolling until we hit one of these outside numbers. All right. Dice out. And 7 out, just like that. No harm, no foul. Just too much an opportunity to hit that 6 and the 8 and lose your bet, so we're just going to play it as it is. Dice out. And we got a 6. That's our new point. Again, we're not going to put a lay bet down on that. Remember, I'm calling this laying claim to profit, and there's too much chance of losing your profit if you're over on those 2 numbers. So there's the 8. Okay, going to keep playing until we get one of those other numbers. And there's a 4. All right. Now you might ask, why don't I just lay the 4 or the 5 or the 9 or the 10 and be on with it, right? Well, now we're playing the probabilities of that 4 hitting back to back, right? We don't want that to happen. We're actually now looking for big red. And I haven't been actually keeping a good track of the count here, but I think we've hit the 6, we've hit the 8, and now we hit the 4. That's 3. If we get to 6, we will increase our bet. That's my twist on this. That's not what was the original with Wager Me This or Chicken Slim's original concept, but that's my twist on it. All right, so 4 is the number, and we're going to go ahead and put $50 down on the 4. Okay. Oh, I forgot to pay my VIG on the last one. So 75 paid, what was that, 50? So I owe $2. Let's get some change here. Sorry, guys. There's that. I'll pay my 2 and collect the rest. All right. So here we go. That's our third roll. Here's number 4. There's easy 10. Now it's simply a matter of probability coming in here. All right, there's the 6. That's going to be our point. So this goes off, and we'll roll it back onto another point. There's the 9. That's going to be where we're going. I'm not going to worry about shifting. I like my probabilities better on the 4. So the 9 is our point, and That is, I believe, roll number 5. Let's see if we get to roll number 6. After roll number 6, once I establish a lay bet, once we hit 6 rolls, then we're going to bet against the 7. We're going to increase our bet on that 4. Okay, so, and there's a yo. Okay, so now we're at 6 rolls in on this. It doesn't matter whether or not we hit our point or not. We're 6 rolls in, we haven't seen a 7. Statistics tell us that 7's coming. So I'm thinking that we should increase our bet, and I'm going to go ahead and do that by another $50. Now, here's an option, and I'm torn with this, but I think I'm going to show you what I'm going to stick with. The first thought was I'll just increase my bet there. That makes it a $100 bet, which means if we hit big red, that's going to pay us 50 minus the $2 big. But you could bring it over here to the 10. And that way, if you hit one of these, you don't lose it all. I think both have merits. I'm going to go ahead and play it on the 4, and we'll just let it roll out. You know, every time I say something like that with confidence, I live to pay it back. But let's see if we can't keep rolling. We're looking for big red now. And dice out. There's 9. That's our point. Okay. And we'll go ahead and establish another point. I'm not going to wait for another 6 and bump it up again. That's not, once it's done, it's done. Again, you see an increase once or twice, and that's about it. There's our hard 8. All right. Dice out. And there's a yo. Literally all we're doing right now is rolling for big red. There's AC-doocy. Couple of horn numbers. Another AC-doocy back-to-back repeaters. Very rare, but it happens. And when I say very rare, the probability is rare. And there's the 9. And the 6. You know, I shared with you that I made some shirts, some t-shirts, actually ordered some for myself so that I could actually try the product, make sure that I endorse it. I've had good success. There's another easy 6. Good success with Teespring. They're a great company. They make some quality products. I went with the ultra premium quality t-shirt there, and I tried to price it. There's big red right there. Tried to price it in a way that is reasonable for anyone and everyone. And I would love it if you bought it and, you know, kind of flew the colors. All right, that's a 7 out. We get $100 there. That's a $50 for $2 big. There's that. And there's 2. Everybody comes down. Oops. All right, so we're up a little bit here. Let's go ahead and establish a point. There's the 6. It's a new point. Again, when it's a 6 or 8, I'm not going to lay on those 2 numbers. So we'll wait until we hit another number. And that's the hard 8. Not going to work. And there's the 9. So we'll go ahead and lay against the 9. That's our 3rd roll. And on the 9, we're going to go ahead and put $30. Okay. Dice out. And there's a 6. That's our point. Very simple strategy here, guys. You know, there's no moving parts to it, really. There's a 5, our new point. We're simply playing the probability. There's a yo. That's our 5th roll. And here comes roll number 6. Oops. If I can keep them in my hands instead of dropping them. Roll number 6 is the 9 right there. We're going to lose that. And because we lost it, that's 30. We're going to bump it to 75. I'm going to put it right back on that 9. And I'm not going to worry about the 6th roll now, bumping that up. I'm going to play it out just the way that it is here on the 75. Okay. And it looks like we're going to give that $75 back, because that is a 9. And now instead of increasing it, I'm just going to go ahead and put $75 back on it. We're not likely to roll 3 9s in a row. We're looking for that 7. Here we go. There's an Acey Deucey. And there is the 3rd 9. We're going to lose that 75. And I'm going to go ahead and play that again just the way that it is. I want that 75. Could I martingale it? Sure I could. Do I have the bankroll to do it? Yes, I do. But I'm not a fan of the martingale system. And in the end, it's designed to make you go bankrupt. This way, at least, if I'm going to hit 9 after 9 after 9 after 9, I'm going to go bankrupt slowly. Here we go. That's how. Aces. Snake eyes. There's the 8. Easy. And there's big red. That's what we were looking for. 75 is going to pay us 50 minus a $2 vig. There's that. Get some more change. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll take our vig out of that. Everybody comes down. We're hurting a little bit, but not a lot, guys. Not a lot. We're having fun at the craps table. Talking about some cool stuff. There's a come out 7. Not going to help, not going to hurt. And there is a 10. Easy. That's going to be our point. And we're going to go ahead and lay that for $50. Okay. It's our first roll. So there's a 9. Okay. What am I doing? That's our second roll. Here comes 3. There's another 9. Wow. I should take stock in 9. Here's another one. And there's the 7 out, just like that. All right. Somebody asked me, 25 for $1. Somebody asked me recently in one of the comments, why, if a number is hitting, as the 9 seems to be hitting so often, why don't I switch my strategy and play the 9? And the answer is simply this. There's a twofold answer. The first one is, and you don't know this about me, I haven't made this public universally, but I will now. I am a professional magician. And I tell people I'm the most famous magician you've never heard of. But I toured for about 15 years. I've had 5 world tours under my belt. And I now specialize. I retired for about 17 years, and I came back to the world of professional magic about 3 years ago. And I specialize now in the facet of magic called mentalism. You might know, Darren Brown is a famous mentalist from England. There are many mentalists these days, and I chose that line of work to go into. I wrote a book in the 90s about mentalism, and I give you all that background to tell you I can't predict the future. I don't know when the 9 is going to come or next or not. So for me to move and switch the strategy to pull over to here, saying, I hit the 9 6 times in the last 10 rolls, that doesn't mean I'm going to hit it again, right? That's strictly the probability. So reason number 1 that I don't do that is because I don't know what the probability is going to be, or I know what the probability is going to be. I don't know whether or not it's going to hit or not. The second one is actually the more valid reason, and that is this, because I know, there's a lot of superstition going on in the world of craps, and I don't want to rock that boat right now. But I will say this, I usually stick to a strategy the way that it's written, and I play it out the way that it is, good, bad, or ugly. And so there's no place for me to drop down and make a place bet on the 9 in this strategy. Now, is it my table? Yep. Could I do it my way? Yep. But my way is choosing to play the strategy the way that it is so that I can demonstrate it for you. You make your own suggestions. And remember, just because you saw me hit that 9 6 times in the last 10 rolls, honest to goodness, hindsight is 2020. You're watching a video. I'm playing it as it goes. Okay, so let's take a look at our time here and see where we're at. Oh, goodness. Well, we're already at the place where I want to go ahead and stop the video, get you back on a shorter video than the last couple. So we're going to go ahead and stop and count it up and see where we're at. I think we're down just a little bit, but you know that again could have gone either direction. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 75. And then we've got 100, oh, I'm sorry, 25, 50, 75. So, and of course, we started with four blacks for hundreds and 3 here. So look at what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 400, 75, let's call that 100, that's 500, 55, 58. So we got 558 plus 400, $958, $42 down for a 20-minute game of craps. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you would, I'd love to have a big thumbs up on that. That's the #1 way to help the channel. If you have a strategy that you want me to play, drop it in the comments. I will read it, I will reply, and I'll do my best to play it. And then finally, if you want to help me achieve the goals of this channel, which are to give stuff away, I really want to be that guy who every month we hold a giveaway and give some not just small stuff. I mean, some really quality stuff. A gator like this is $50 for that 4-foot piece, and money doesn't grow on trees. But if you want to wear my merch, wear my t-shirts, have a coffee cup that has the logo on it or the little saying, which is, well, that's craptastic. If you want some of that, please go to the Teespring link below and have at it. They make great gifts for anybody who is interested in the game of craps. I'm CT, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.